What's up, my friends? What's up? What's up? All right, so let me get that fixed there. Okay, so how is everybody doing? I hope you're good. I hope you're good. I've had a pretty good week so far, and I hope everybody else has too. And oh, you know what? So on the 20th, which is this week, the sun goes into Aquarius, and so it's time for new beginnings and new starts and finding your own uniqueness and your own freedom. And I tell you, this hair of mine is just, you don't see it till you get right up in the camera. You're like, ah. Anyways, so yeah, so the sun is moving into Aquarius on the 20th, and then we have a couple of aspects that are going to make some pretty powerful impacts. And I've written about that on my Facebook business page, so go check that out. The link is below. If you haven't subscribed, please go subscribe to the Astro Mystic. Okay, so yeah, so check that out. Check that out on my Facebook. There's a couple of dates on there that you can see and see what's gonna happen, or maybe not happen. Who knows? Anyways, so for this week, we'll start with fire signs as usual. So that'll be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And so this week is kind of actually all of these are a bounce off of last week. So if you did not watch last week, go check out last week's video and come back, because you're going to see that they are very similar, or they're playing off of each other this week. So for this week, the fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Said that backwards, but that's okay. You guys have been like trying to find your passion and, what makes your soul feel like it's on fire. Where's your passion? What have you been like doing to find that? And if you're not doing the work, you need to be doing the work, because this is very important. This is almost like your growth in your in your spiritual life, in your daily life, in your personal life. You're lacking something that could bring you happiness, and it's almost like you need to find your childlike qualities again. Are you taking things way too serious? Because finding your passion is about living with a joyful heart and being with a loving heart and being kind and kind to yourself and being passionate, and all of those things is like a kid. Think of what a kid does and how they respond. They like to run around and take chances, and they don't sit and worry. Kids just do. And that's what you guys need to be doing, is just doing until you figure out where your passion lies. And for some of you, you've already found out. Some of you already know. And then for some of you, you're still trying to figure that out, or you're on the fence. You know what I mean? So this is important for you to work on, because it's like also very important because you need to be grounding and, like make sure you're doing the work as far as grounding back to earth and, feeling that energy. Even if it's, taking a, bath. I mean, that's, you need things that help you to relax and reconnect. Go outside with your shoes off. Something that is earthly, and it pertains to the elements. So you need to find that. And, don't exert your energy out where it's not being useful. Don't spend your time on people that are not spending their time on you. And yes, I do mean help others, but don't exert yourself past that if these people aren't exerting themselves for you. So you want that balance of energy to be off of, what you need, what you want, and also giving to others in the same exact way, because you need balance. And you definitely need to make sure you're doing all of the things that you do for your higher good and in what's going to bring the most happiness and the most quality into your life. So next we've got air signs. I almost went out of order. So this is Gemini's, Libras, Aquarius. So for you guys this week, it's like also a spin-off of last week, and it's going to be you showing your vulnerability to others, to yourself. You know, are you being kind to yourself? Are you being vulnerable in the moments that you need to be? It's like allowing others to see the vulnerable side of you, even though sometimes you keep it hidden. You need to make sure you're showing that. But remember, keep your boundaries, because, you know, people will take vulnerability for weakness, and that's not the intention here. The intention is to allow others to see your true self and allow others to see you as you are, and not try to play into that. So you need to show others, but also make sure you have boundaries, and, you know, keep like, use your intuition to keep yourself visible as much as you need to be. And at the same time, you know, work on yourself and what you need to for your highest, you know, for your highest good and your highest well-being, you know, because it is about balance, and you need that balance. It's so important to have that. Sorry, I'm getting like mixed up in my words. You know, this is almost, for a lot of you, this is very spiritual. This is almost like karmic, it feels like. And maybe it's some stuff from your old childhood, or maybe something like as a family member that might be needing your vulnerability or showing that to, or, you know, something to do with that. Maybe you need to apologize about something, or maybe they need to apologize to you when you show your vulnerability in some way that way. So it could very well be family oriented, or a childhood thing or person that comes back, and something that you need to deal with or handle. Make sure you're setting boundaries for yourself, and not allowing people to use you or use your emotions against you. I think that's the right way I want to say that. Yeah. Because for some of you, I don't feel like this is going to be such a great week. I don't feel like it's going to be a good transition, you know, into showing this. But at the same time, I think it is good, because it's going to move you. It's going to make you grow and make you see things from a different perspective. And for some of you, this, if it's not a childhood, this may be a family dynamic, or just an inner vulnerability out in the world, and, you know, maybe in your job or in your relationships or something like that. It's definitely going to be something that is noticeable, but you're not going to notice any of this right away. It'll be something that you could look back on in a couple of months and say, oh, well, you know, I did see that, or I remember that, or something. I always recommend keeping a journal of things, or writing a few notes down every day so you can go back and look. All right, next is the earth signs. And those are Taurus, Virgos, Capricorns. For you guys this week, this is a time that has really needed you to find your inner peace. And this is still another spin-off of last week. And it's about finding your inner peace, your inner joy, your inner happiness. And stop being so stuck in your own ways. Stop being like almost stubborn with your own ways. It's like kind of letting go of the, I want to say expectation, but I don't think that's the right word I'm looking for. But it's almost like expecting a certain outcome with certain things, and you need to kind of let that go and just be present, and just allow what is, and allow things to be as they are. Yeah. And self-love is coming up. So you need to make sure that you're doing things that's for you, not for someone else. So the changes and everything that you're making or deciding needs to be for yourself first, and then whoever fits in that picture fits in the picture, and whoever doesn't can fall back, because you need to do what's right for you in your life first. And that helps, determine what's going to be for your family, for your children, or whatever it is. But make sure you're nurturing your mind, your body, and your soul. Don't be so stubborn and neglect yourself, because yourself needs you. I know that sounds a bit cheesy or crazy, but you need to be more loving inside and finding that for yourself. Because once you start finding that inside, all of that's going to radiate outward, and people are going to see that. They're going to notice it. They're going to appreciate it in a way. It's going to make you a little different around other people, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think that's how I want to say that. All right, and so lastly is the water signs of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. For you guys, it's going to be almost like, are you dancing to the beat of your own drum? Are you doing things like you want to do them? Are you exploring your inner child? Are you exploring what happiness looks like outside of titles and outside of what people think you should do or be or say, or whatever the case is? Don't be so stubborn against yourself or against what you think. You really need to make sure this is a time that you're finding your inner harmony, basically, and you're living by your inner harmony. You need to wake up grateful. You need to wake up with gratitude. You need to, because you choose how you react to things during the day. So if you choose inner peace and inner happiness, then it's hard to beat somebody down that chooses those things. And I think you guys can definitely benefit from this, and keep working toward it, because everybody deserves a wholeness. Everybody deserves peace, and everybody deserves this, and whether you want to believe that or not is up to you. But, doing this work and living with a joyful heart can recreate a life for you. Just living with joy in your heart can create a positive energy that can change your life. People don't use positivity enough in their lives, and they are in lacking in some ways, or lacking of things in some ways. And you can kind of change that. You also need to be a little more adaptable, maybe bend a little bit more and flex a little bit more with like certain things in your life, maybe around your partner or around things that you're really fixated on and you're stubborn about, like you don't want to change those things. That's where you need to start bending and being a little more flexible, and being adaptable to changes. And you're going to see where, if you're grateful and you're choosing to react in a joyful way, that the outcomes are different. They are just so different. And responding in a more happy and positive way can really reshape your life. Don't try to reshape other people or necessarily yourself in a way, but you do want to reshape how you react and how you use your energy, and how you expel your energy and take in energy. So it's almost like you want to do this that makes your life better. Because if your life is getting better because of the way you respond and your actions, then it's going to be like dominoes. It's just going to keep falling into place. But you have to do the work every single day. Every single day you have to get up and do the work. This is all signs. You have to do the work. You have to wake up grateful. You have to wake up and choose whether you're going to be happy or angry or sad, or let just something ruin your whole day. Because 25 seconds of something can ruin somebody's day. They let it, and yes, I know tragic things happen to people. I understand that, and that, we can't really control that aspect of it. But the little things in life we can control. And so just keep that in mind when you're waking up every day and trying to, go through life and, So I hope some of this resonates with some of you. I hope that you can take something away from this. If none of it resonates with you, then just leave it at the door, and I'll see you on the next run. But no, I really do. I hope I get a lot of feedback from these videos, and I get a lot of feedback from my other social platforms, and it seems like, even if it's just one person, if I reach one person and help one person, then my job is done. It doesn't have to be millions, and it doesn't have to be thousands, although we would all want it to be that, but it doesn't have to. So one person at a time is how I'm going to change the world. That's how I look at it. Some people that know me are like, she's cheesy, but I don't care. I don't care. Anyways, my friends, I love you all very much. Thank you for always coming back to my channel and supporting me and following my other platforms. They're all listed below, so make sure you follow. And I hope you have a good week, and get your intentions set for all this new energy coming in, this new Aquarian energy. Find your uniqueness and let it shine, my friends. Keep doing the work, and I will see you next week. I love you all.